Hello heathens, and welcome to my channel. I am Beauty Heathen, and my channel is generally dedicated to the exploration of paganism through the medium of cosmetics. If you feel that my content would be of interest, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and set the bell to all to be notified of when I upload new videos. I've been expanding the content on my page a bit, mainly because some days I just feel inspired to do readings for folks versus the day-to-day content that I'd been doing. So, yeah. Welcome to today's pick-a-card. I changed up the stones a little bit, trying to bring in some fresh new energy into these things, because some of the readings that I had, especially the one that I posted today, because I'm recording this on Friday, had a little bit of heaviness to it. So we're going to try something a little different and see where it takes us. So I'm going to give you a moment to go ahead and look at the cards, and then we are going to get right into this. So here we have card 1 with Rose Quartz Cube, Group 2 with Rainbow Moonstone, Group 3, you know what, I'm going to switch. For some reason I always put this stone on Group 3, and I don't know why. Angel Aura Quartz Pyramid, and Group 4 is the green Calcite. So go ahead and choose your card, and then I will start the video. And with that, on with the show. Group 1, welcome to your reading. Now, like I've been doing, I've been drawing one card, I place them all face down, and I have no idea what's going to come up, and we are going to find that out together. Hopefully it's some good news. So, let's find out. Just fixing my camera a little bit. Oh, come on. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Irony. Hello, universe. Nice joke. I put rose quartz, which is for heart, love, and what is the card that pops up? Broken heart. Well, not entirely off balance. The rose quartz is actually really good for helping wounded hearts. It's good for self-love, it's good for healing, and all of those wonderful things. So let's see if we don't get some better information. I'm going to try something a little bit different today. And let's see what comes up. As always, I'm doing live shuffling. So you see what I see as I see it. And there's no question of stacking the deck. There's no question of, doing preset or pre-prepared readings. Interesting. My tiny hands can only stretch so far. And let's do one more shuffle. Okay. Not too bad. We'll get there. I am feeling the sensation to draw from, ironically, the Romance Angels deck, so we'll see how that goes. Usually when I do pick-a-cards, I evaluate based off the first 3 cards and then draw another 3 to get another grouping of information, but something's telling me to draw these cards first for whatever reason, probably for excuse me, clarification. Okay. This is my deck that I bought while I was in Ireland, so hopefully it brings some good luck. Message received, you're done shuffling. Okay. Okay, so I get the feeling like this is more of a past thing. Let's just call that what it is. I don't think that this is something that's happening now, or maybe this is something that you're dealing with and trying to heal from. I don't get the feeling from the cards that I just pulled that this is something coming up. I feel like this is either going on present or in the recent past, perhaps. Or at least as far as it may still be a somewhat fresh thing. I see that this was kind of one of those things that it had to happen. Let me just look up this card real quick for clarification. It's still kind of a new deck for me, so I don't know all the cards yet. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Alright, it is what I thought it was. I was like, wait a minute, let me just make sure that that isn't like symbolizing someone passing away. No, okay. Everything's fine. Whatever this is, it's leading into, or has led into, a new beginning of some sort. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very strange pull. From what I see, this is a lot about self-healing. Finances and career are pulled, where financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But it is also entirely possible that after this, you decide to just focus on your work, focus on your income, which is entirely possible. This card is kind of self-explanatory. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. Have you met someone? Because this carrying connections, especially next to a broken heart, indicates that maybe you are healing from this and now this is coming in right now. Or there's someone of interest. Because as you can see, this looks like Lovers. And I get the feeling that this person's going to be very healing for you. You have to deal with some of your own issues, though. You deserve love. You are lovable. This is telling you to... There's obviously attraction there. Trust the situation. Express your love. So far, this isn't turning out to be a negative reading, which I'm very grateful for because, man, when I pulled that first card, I was not happy. I'm like, come on, just let me give people good news for once. You know what? This deck is pulling my attention. What do you have to say? I'm going to try something a little different on my channel. And let me know in the comments down below if this is something you would be interested in, where in the guidance I might give you a ritual you could do, something easy, nothing too complicated, or some sort of guidance to go along with it. I know I've been doing that somewhat up till now, but I definitely started doing more of that in the reading that I posted today, because there were a few people that needed that extra help. So if that's something you would like me to tack on towards the end of a reading based off of your reading or the cards that you're selecting, go ahead and leave me a little comment down below in the comments section so that I know what your opinion is of that. And don't worry, I won't make anything too complex. It'll be mainly things that are easy or not very costly to do. And also, if anyone watching this happens to be a reader, do any of you have any advice on how to make cards less tacky? I want to use my new tarot deck, but the cards are sticking together a bit. Yeah. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. Play is the pathway to joy. You remember that card that said release control? Where is it? Let go of your control issues. Right there. You need to start playing. Do something fun. Treat yourself. I love myself completely and unconditionally. That's the second card that came up with that. Where you deserve love, you have to do self-care. You know, all that fun stuff. Let's try something. I'm kind of going based off of my intuition right now and letting it guide me a bit. This pickacard is going to be a bit different than the ones I've been doing. Let's see what this deck has to say. So now that we have the basic gist of things, let's try to get a little bit more information. This is one of the decks that I frequently use to look more deeply into situations, and then usually I grab from other oracle decks to kind of fill in a little bit, kind of doing things in a little bit of reverse. So when it comes to oracle decks that I treat more like tarot decks, this is one of them. Another one that I use is Psychic Tarot a bit. This energy one has been becoming more of a go-to for me. Didn't finish shuffling. It's been a long day. I didn't get to sleep until around 1 o'clock this morning. Anyone who's been watching my channel for a bit knows I have a puppy, and she joined me today just like she's been doing a bit. Gee, all of this really goes along with what I just said. I mean, you watched me shuffle. You watched me shuffle everything. Bittersweet Farewell has to do with that broken heart thing that I told you about. So don't worry about that popping up. As I've said to people before, the order in which they pop up isn't necessarily the order they're meant to be read in. So just because I drew that one last doesn't mean that it's what's going to end up happening. You, my dear, may have a soulmate or twin flame thing going on, because this divine union is destined love interest. Gaia's dragon. Open your heart. We are one. Be joyful. This relationship is going to be very healing for you. This may end up actually being your person. That person that you're meant to be with. Fly high, wild, pure heart. Attunement means you're really coming in together. Hideki's door is knock on the door. That usually means like this relationship is literally a door to possibility. But it can only happen if you knock on it. So if there's someone that you see that's kind of sort of an interest to you and you haven't made the leap to make the first approach or say something, here's your sign. Literally. Knock on the frickin' door. You know, it's one of those things that I frequently say that sometimes the hardest and scariest thing to do is be brave. And I get that, especially being somebody who has struggled with anxiety issues, struggled with other issues as well. But I'm trying to remember the movie. And I'm trying to remember what movie it's from. But there is a movie that I remember the line from. Sometimes all you need is 30 seconds of insane bravery. And sometimes that's all it takes, is just saying, you know what? Just give myself 30 seconds to be brave. And we'll see what happens at the other side of it. It's looking very much like this person is gonna be a very good thing for you. So, I'm so relieved. I really am relieved. That broken heart card, man, it threw me. So, I hope this reading has brought you some good news, and I hope you are able to channel that 30 seconds of extreme bravery if this is someone who you're looking at as a potential love interest. Just go for it. Make the leap. Sometimes the scariest thing you can do is just jump off the cliff without wings and build your wings on the way down. But sometimes it can be the most rewarding experience of your life. So, with that, I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you next time. Okay, Rainbow Moonstone, you are up. Now it's time to see, is the universe going to screw with me on your reading like we just did on the other one? I'm a little nervous about flipping the card now. Jeez. To explain, especially if you're not part of the first group, or if you haven't selected multiple cards and you didn't see that one, I had the rose quartz cube on top of that card. I flipped the card and it said broken heart, and I went, son of a bitch. But it turned out okay. Everything's okay. It just was one of those moments where it's like, really? So, yay! Blossoming abundance. Yes, I love it. Let's give people good news today, please. So, interestingly enough, okay, which one first? This one. Sometimes the energy pops out, and sometimes multiple decks decide me first. No, me first. Make up your minds. Okay. So let's see what it has to say to you. Excuse me. A little dry in here today, but that's okay. Had lots of rain yesterday, so I'm not entirely upset for that letting up a bit. I didn't get much sleep last night because it was very windy, and my puppy is a scaredy cat, and the howling wind scared the crap out of her, and she was so restless, and she did not want to sleep. Muy interesante. Okay, let's see here. What is that card? I've read off that card before, so I kind of sort of remember what it was. But I have never pulled the Thinking Man before, so. Male of wisdom and understanding, this card shows a man standing before an archway, gazing at a crystal in his hand. He is thoughtful and reflective man, representing the potential presence of a teacher in your life now, or about to arrive soon. Okay. So, teacher doesn't necessarily mean a literal teacher. With blossoming abundance, considering this is paired with it, I'm going to guess it has to do with some sort of like financial advisor or somebody who's really good with money. If I recall correctly. Yep, yeah, transformation. Okay. Yeah, this has to do with manifestation, transformation. So, all of those looking pretty positive so far. Let us see. What this one has to say. I'm doing things a little bit differently tonight. I've been doing like 3 card pulls, or as many cards as I'm guided to do. But this pick a card I'm doing in this video, I am basically doing a oracle version of a tarot card reading with the 3 cards or however many cards I'm instructed to pull. The one before this one I had to pull from the romance deck before I could do this part because I needed clarifiers, but let's see. One more. Let's see what comes up. Take action. Look beneath the surface. pure male energy. I mean, thinking man. Face your shadow, which can be face your fears, whole again. So maybe if you've had financial struggles before, this is the opportunity for things to come back around into your favor. Web of all life, everything is interconnected. So facing your shadow, facing your fear. Especially when it comes to making investments. Sometimes making investments can be a little bit of a scary thing to do. Take action. Yeah, everything is giving you the exact same information. Let me see. The Moonology deck. I may need to get a bigger table at some point and spread things out a bit. Right now I've started looking at changing up the direction of the room that I'm presently recording in, from redecorating, repositioning things, getting some fresh energy in here so things aren't quite so stagnant. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever, if any of you have an accountant or anything of that nature, sent off your taxes for them to assess, and before you even get them back, start mentally spending the money before you even know how much you're getting? That's kind of where I've been today. It's like, come on. Yeah, new start is coming, new moon. Win-win outcome in the forecast. Your hard work is paying off. I don't think I need to say any more than that. So, I know this one was a quick one, but you've got good finance stuff coming your way. Try not to let the fear of investing or taking a risk impact you or prevent you from taking a chance. You're going to have a very wise male figure who's very good in this sense, taking care of you. So, you're going to be okay. I like this. Good reading today. And I'm thinking about switching things up a little bit for my pick-a-card readings, where I was thinking for some readings, if I go more in depth, I could give rituals or guidance to help facilitate things or help adjust things into your favor at the end of the readings. If that's something that you're interested in, go ahead and leave a comment down below in the comments. And until next time, blessed be. Okay, Angel Aura Quartz, here's your reading. Let's hope for good things. Let's hope for good things. Let's hope for good things. The first one kind of threw me off, so let's see. Not in a bad way. It ended up being okay in the end. It was just the moment I flipped that first card, I went, son of a bitch. So, let's see what your card is. Good things, good things, good things. Contract. Business. This card has been coming up a lot, I swear. So, man, there is someone who is either watching these videos or needs to be watching these videos or going to stumble upon these videos that keeps me to hearing something about contracts. So, we shall see. I shuffle these cards really, really, really well before I pick the 4 cards, so I don't know. Whoop. My bad. Wah! Sorry. I'm losing my grip. There we go. Don't mind me, I'm going on very little sleep, so I'm a little bit more woohoo today. We had a very loud, very noisy, and to my puppy, very scary wind happen overnight, so she got scared. She wanted to hide, and I was the place she wanted to hide with. So she kept me up till wee hours of the morning, and Fridays are my very, very early day going to work, so I'm tired. But that's okay. We're going to channel good positive energy and good positive vibes and let the cards do the speaking. I shuffled things. What in the heck? Okay. Interesting. I literally just drew that card for the group before you. I'm like, I know I shuffled really well. Y'all saw it. And happy family. So maybe marriage coming up? Thinking man symbolizes some sort of teacher or spiritual advisor. In the reading before this, it meant a financial advisor. So it could also be spiritual, happy family, contract, thinking man. Let me call upon the Romance Angels deck to get a clarifier. Is this about love? Let us see. I am losing my grip on cards today. It's not the card's fault. It is my own. I have Show Yourself from Frozen 2 stuck in my head. I've watched that movie a couple times over the past few days, and that song is stuck in my head like Let It Go was, or Do You Want to Build a Snowman was from the first movie. So I'm mentally singing it to myself while doing this. Woohoo! Yep. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Happy family, and this could be the one card, and calling in your soulmate. Hello. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. But there's something in there that's a little hinky. It says, pay attention to the red flags. Let me try something. I have not used this deck before on camera, and I may have to look things up, but one of the decks that I used in sort of a tarot type of way is the Celtic Lenormand deck that I have. Let's try to see more into this situation. Let me leave that out because I may very well need it. I'm trying to get this pick a card reading is going to be a bit different than previous ones that I've done, where I just usually do series of 3 cards and or more to discern the situation. In each reading today, I've been doing 3-card pulls, or however many I'm guided to do, to look into a situation. Then I'm following it up with some form of tarot type reading. Now, if you've been following my channel thus far, I cannot read standard tarot right now. I haven't learned it. I'm trying to. But tarot, for some reason, is something that I struggle with a little bit. But I tend to do well discerning with oracle cards, and when it comes to tarot-like oracle decks, this is one that's kind of in between an oracle deck and a tarot deck. Plus, I like them because they're small and cute, and I'm able to shuffle them easier with my teeny tiny itty bitty minuscule hands. Like, this is a, let me show you the size comparison. This card to this card. Okay? That's how much of my hand it fills. So let's see. What is going on with this situation? Travel. Loyalty. Yep. I had a feeling that card was going to come up. Okay. Another travel card. That's the card that kept wanting to pop up. This is a have to make a choice between two roads. Snake molting its skin, which means new beginnings. Okay. One more. There's a love interest. That's likely you, or vice versa, whatever gender you affiliate with. But there's somebody who's not too nice in this situation. So, let me just verify. Boat, yes. Travel, transport, holiday, venture. Long distance trip, usually traveling across seas. Trying to make sure that I'm reading this correctly. Beep. Dog. Loyalty, acquaintance, friendship, companionship, reliability, intimacy, faithfulness. But yeah, this one usually means someone who is not a very good person. It's frequently indicative of a temptress or a seductress, or some sort of detour, deception, betrayal, false lies. So I don't get the sense that this necessarily has to do with your person, but may have to do with, especially if they are someone who has been in a previously serious committed relationship, to the extent it could be a former wife, mother of their child or children. I get the feeling that this person is going to come in and try to wreak havoc on whatever you two are starting. Let's see. I am starting to lose my voice. Yep, they're going to start rumors. Conversation, verbal, gossip, communication. So be careful what you pay attention to. My best advice in this situation is to do your best to have open and honest communication with this love interest, be they male, female, whatever. The anchor signifies work stability, security, career, profession, trust, married life, perseverance, safe arrival. So things will work themselves out. They'll be okay. But you just have to be excuse me. I made the mistake of not bringing upstairs. Oh, excuse me. Water or anything to drink. It's going to be guidance, hope, clarity. This is a from what I'm seeing, this is like a ordained match that's coming. This is like when it says calling in your soulmate, this was something that was predetermined to happen before you guys even came into this earthly realm in this lifetime. So this was meant to be. This card usually signifies the coupling. Snake shedding its skin. So it could very well be that this person changes their stripes. It may just take time. But this also frequently just means a new beginning. The new beginning could actually come about because of traveling away from whoever this person may be. It's a possibility. Why do I get the feeling that this has to do with a father figure? This literally means, to quote one of my favorite poems by Robert Frost, two paths diverged in Yellowwood. So you're going to have to make a decision. Go one way or another. And it all has to do with you let me put it this way, is being with the person you feel that is going to be your person going to be worth dealing with a bit of difficulties? Because remember, anything worth having isn't gonna come easy. It's just not. And actually, in this one, it can represent a man, leader, friend, husband, partner, father, soulmate. I got very fatherly feeling off of this, so I don't know if there's going to be some sort of influence from their father or your father, or just someone who is an older person who has a fatherly influence in some way. But the verbs that are attached to this card are do, act, take charge, and achieve. So the guidance that I'm getting for you is, no matter what kind of difficulties or whatever kind of bullshit this person may try to pull, just do your best to keep moving forward and ignore all their drama and ignore everything that they're saying and let them talk to the wind. Let them try to spread their rumors, let them try to do whatever. Stay solid and stay connected into your relationship, because the more that you do that, the less likely that this person is going to have any kind of influence. Emotion, reputation, fame, intuition, empathy. Pay attention to your intuition. Pay attention to Especially if this is a twin flame connection, speaking from experience, you will have telepathic connection with them. It's just something that's going to happen. So, trust your instincts, trust your intuition. 12 card. The hard part about this deck is there are a number of cards with the same flipping number. Like there are 3 cards with the number 12 and 2 of them came up in your reading. So you may want to look up the angel number 12 or 1212 and see what it says, because it may be a angel sign from your guardian angels. This is another conversation communication card. Gossip. And you drew 2 of them. So yeah, try to keep open communication with the person who's coming into your life. Try to make sure that you guys are on the same page. Try to do everything you can that no matter what this person pulls, just try to let it go in one ear and out the other. Or even better, don't let it go in any ear at all. Don't pay attention to it. It's not worth your energy. It's not worth your time. And lastly, the male bard, news, approach, delivery, messages. It's another communication card of sorts. But it also represents opportunity and movement, start, speed. So it could be that if you haven't met this person already, that they are coming very, very shortly. So I hope this reading may have been beneficial. I hope you enjoyed this card, and something just struck me. Sorry, there is a piece of art. These cards are by Doreen Virtue. And there is a painting that is portraying a male Native American man and a female Native American woman, and they're in a similar position. I don't know, it just made me go, huh. I don't know if I'll be able to find that image or whatnot. If I can, I'll link it below, but it's one that tends to resonate, especially when it comes to soul connections and soul relationships. So I hope excuse me, not relationship. I hope this reading has brought you some clarity, maybe helped give you a little bit of hope. And one thing that I'm considering doing with my pick-a-cards is maybe tack on a ritual or something at the end of each reading to try to give you a little boost or help you deal with whatever situations I'm reading. If that is something of interest, go ahead and leave a comment down below. And until next time, brightest blessings. Okay, group number 4, welcome to your reading. And let's see and hope that we close out with a positive reading. So, let us see what your card indicates. Envy. What is going on here? So, the reading that I'm about to do is going to be a little different than I've been doing. I know in previous pick-a-cards, especially if you've been watching them, I just basically drew a whole bunch of 3 card pulls. But tonight I'm doing basically the oracle card equivalent of a tarot reading. I have a few oracle decks that kind of act like a bridge between oracle and tarot, and I find that they help me a lot in looking further or making sense of different situations as they come up. So once I suss out the basic gist of this reading, I'll try to get to the bottom line and flesh it out a bit and see what comes up. And let's see what comes up. So what's the deal with the envy? Walking away. Woman holding a coin. Adjacent possibilities. Journey. Okay, so look, I'm based on this. There is definitely a change in likely career or financial opportunity. And I get the feeling that this adventure that you're going on has to do not necessarily with you being envious of somebody else, but somebody being envious of you and acting as the possible trigger and the reasoning why the rest of this is happening. So, woman with the coin is financial matters, walking away, literally, you're walking away from a situation that no longer serves you and finding adjacent possibilities. Let's see if the card, there we go. And this is literally a journey card, so this may involve travel, this may involve a change in scenery. And let me see what the Oracle of the Dragon Fae has to say to you. I take a moment sometimes to see which one of my more complicated decks wants to do the talking with each reading. This one has been a chatty Cathy tonight. And the one beforehand, my Celtic Lenormand deck, wanted to do the talking, so let's see. What is going on for group number 4? Okay. Pure male energy. Love who you are. Be light of heart. Fly high. Yeah, I think it definitely includes travel. You have time, chosen one. Knock on the door. Second time that card has come up tonight. Attunement. And clarity. So basically what I'm seeing is, 1, have faith. Try not to stress out about when this is going to happen. It's going to happen at its own time. This is destined and predetermined that this is meant to happen to you. Opportunities are going to be presenting themselves to you. And these 2 cards in particular are telling you, don't worry. Everything's going to be fine. Fly high might literally mean getting on a plane and flying off somewhere. Attunement doesn't necessarily mean attunement with another person. It can also mean attunement within yourself and reconnecting with your sense of self and the divine path that you are meant to be on. This path, there is going to be a male influence in some way. I don't know if you're the male or it could be a boss, a co-worker. Perhaps this is the person who is going to present the opportunity. You'll have to see how that plays out. Or it could even be someone with just a lot of masculine energy to them. But this situation is going to give you clarity in the long run. You know what? Let me do something a little bit different. You're going to get a double decker. Now this is a deck that I haven't used a whole lot, so I will very much likely have to look up meanings of cards, so please bear with me. What do you have to say to group 4? However, I have to say I very much like using this deck. It's small, it fits in my hands, and I don't have to worry so much about losing control of them. They're easy to shuffle. Okay. That's a love card. Interesting. Actually, that's a... You literally got the lucky clover. That is not a card I don't think I've ever drawn before. This doesn't necessarily mean marriage to somebody. It could just mean contracts. Again, masculine energy coming up. Okay. And interestingly enough, you had 3 cards pop up in this one that popped up in the other one, so I can already tell you. Masculine energy, feminine energy, this could be you, this could be another female influence. And this one is communication, gossip, all that kind of stuff. So let me get a little bit of clarity on some of the things. And actually, I think that one is lilies. Ironically, whenever I look at that image, it reminds me of the bleeding heart flower. So, lilies stands for family, sexuality, fertility, purity, harmony, innocence, support, serenity, maturity. I get the feeling in this, in the sense of, for you, it has more to do with finding your peace of mind in this new adventure. Let me see what 26. This deck can be a little bit difficult sometimes. Yeah, wisdom, education, teaching, research, experience, mystery. So it does kind of ring true with what I was saying before, that there's going to be a new opportunity of something that you may not have even ever done before or considered, but it's going to be beneficial for you in the long run. I know that card literally means money, career, advancement, prosperity coming to you. You got the lucky clover. Change, movement, migration. Again, that signifies moving. Relocation. It literally means relocation. You may be moving across seas. I know this one can signify marriage, but it also can signify signing a contract of some sort, or literally signing your name on the dotted line. Let me see what the tree means. The oak. Roots. Mind, body, spirit, growth, development. So this is going to be a beneficial environment for you. This could be an important mail involving the situation, involving the new job. It could end up being a love interest. Time will tell. So we'll see about that one. Let's see. This signifies obstacles, barrier, resistance. So there may be something that you're going to have to deal with. When I look at this card and I think of the cards that came up before and I saw envy, I think this has to do more with that person. And that one, I think, may as well. Let me just verify its meaning. Wrong one. Fox, slyness, cleverness, instinct, falseness, work, job skills, street smarts. But fox is also a symbol of a trickster. So, especially where these two came together, watch for anybody and trust your instincts and trust your intuition, especially when it comes to somebody that may not feel entirely right for you. If your intuition, if your gut tells you something is wrong, heed it every time, because it will never lead you astray. This could be you, it could be another female. Like I said, that signifies communication. And I believe that one means new beginnings. Yep. It's literally meaning new beginnings. So it looks like you're going to have a very big shift in your career, and it's going to be very prosperous and a very much needed happy change and transition for you. So I hope this reading has brought you some happy tidings. If you have seen any of my pick-a-cards before, or if not, I'm considering doing pick-a-cards where I give a ritual or some sort of spiritual guidance at the end of them. If that's something that interests you, please let me know in the comments down below. And until next time, I wish you brightest blessings and blessed be.